The economy shrank by 0.3% in the first quarter of 2025, and that's the first time the economy contracted in a couple of years. But President Trump is saying, hey, this isn't my economy. That is not my fault. I want to read exactly what he posted on Truth Social. Quote, this is Biden's stock market, not Trump's. I didn't take over until January 20th. Tariffs will soon start kicking in, and companies are starting to move into the U.S. in record numbers. Our country will boom, but we have to get rid of the Biden overhang. This will take a while, but has nothing to do with tariffs, only that he left us with bad numbers. But when the boom begins, it will be like no other. Be patient. When do you think this tariff boom will happen, if at all? Economists aren't saying this message. They're not singing the same tune. They're saying, hey, with tariffs, a recession is more likely than not. They're saying, hey, rising prices could happen because of tariffs, will happen. There will be less disposable income. So there's a major disconnect between what President Trump's saying and what everyone else is saying. What do you think about his post right there?
I mean, I'll be honest. I think the president is a pretty stubborn man. He doesn't want to be proven wrong. He's going to go full guns blazing on this. I don't know what would change his mind other than very, very poor approval ratings. And I think we're on our way there. And, I think he thinks he knows best and is sort of put himself around people. He surrounded himself this term with folks who maybe are not as qualified from the first term. Think about all the people who ended up getting fired and then, they're on his bad list, right? And so now he wants to be surrounded by people who trust him, believe in him, say whatever he says is fine and great, and will go out on TV especially and support him. And so I think I don't know what he can do other than to remove the tariffs and say, you know what, we tried it, it was wrong. Also, it's really rich coming from a billionaire who says it's going to hurt a little bit. Oh, kids, instead of having 10 toys, maybe you'll just have 2 toys. And they might be a little bit more expensive than they normally would be. I mean, it's giving Jimmy Carter vibes, and that's not how you want to be starting the beginning of your presidency.
And that's messaging that people didn't like coming from Democrats when Democrats were saying, no, the economy's doing well. If you're just thinking it's not doing well, it's essentially all in your head. And that's a large reason why they lost in 2024. A bipartisan resolution to undo Trump's tariffs failed in the Senate this week. It doesn't seem like while Democrats rather in Congress are more vocal about opposing tariffs, it doesn't seem like Republicans want to really get involved or get in Trump's way. That's at least something that Congressman Mike Levin said to me earlier today. He said Republicans are saying one thing privately, a different thing publicly. Do you think there needs to be congressional action here when it comes to President Trump's tariffs?
I think so. And Congress all about signed away that power about a month ago or so when they said, oh, you know what, Trump can have control of the tariffs. But the thing is that our founders created 3 separate but equal branches of government so we can have checks and balances. I think they'd be rolling over in their graves if they saw what we'd done on this tariff thing. And yeah, I think Congress needs to check the president on this, and especially Republicans. It's one thing for Democrats to oppose, but when you're on the opposite side, you're generally going to oppose when it is a Republican who brings forth actual concerns. I think that brings credibility to the issue that, hey, this isn't just something that the liberal lunatics are worried about, which is what the Trump administration has called some of the people going out and protesting. It's like normal Republicans and people who are fiscal hawks saying, you know what, this isn't the way to do things, and this isn't going to help the American people.